US Attorney General Merrick Garland wants to review controversial electoral law reforms in several US states for violations of fundamental rights. For years, there has been a dramatic increase in legislative efforts making it difficult for millions of citizens to exercise their voting rights, Garland said in Washington. This year, at least 14 states passed new laws that make voting harder, he said. There are many things that are up for debate in America. But the right of all entitled citizens to vote is not one of them, he says. Garland announced plans to double the staff in the Department of Justice's Fundamental Rights Division to protect the right to vote. His ministry will examine new laws aimed at making it more difficult to access voting. In particular, it should be determined which laws and practices discriminate against non-white voters. At the same time, Garland promised that his ministry would do everything in his power to prevent election fraud and would vigorously pursue it. The Justice Department will never stop working to protect the democracy to which all Americans have a right, Garland said. The polarizing election year 2020 is still having an impact in the USA. Ex-President Donald Trump does not recognize his clear defeat against his successor Joe Biden to this day and sees himself deprived of his victory by fraud. His camp failed in court with dozens of lawsuits against the election results. However, many Republicans stick to the narrative that there were irregularities in the elections and subsequently pushed forward legislative initiatives that, in the eyes of Democrats and civil rights activists, curtail the right to vote, including in Georgia, Florida and Texas. And I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.